Mr. Loba, Loba, Loba. Loba. Mr. Loba. What up, Mr. Loba? I know. Come on, traffic. I don't need to be in this traffic. Bosh, bish, bash, bosh. Look at Bosh. Absolutely talking to myself, man. Good evening, prisoners. How are we doing? Well, I'm a little bit late. What's up, people? I'm on my way to... Where am I on my way to? Chelmsford Civic Centre. We are doing a counter-protest to the counter-protesters. Okay? Good evening, people. I'm very late on the road. I'm stuck in traffic because I've had a poxy nightmare with a traffic warden. But this traffic warden has targeted me outside my own home. He's a very, very racist traffic warden. And I mean racist. Oh, to the maximum. And I've just videoed him. This is why I'm late. Hi people, Elaine, everybody else that's joined in. I've got to be careful. It's chucking it down with rain here. I'm just about to turn onto the A2. And I'm really, really behind now. I wanted to leave like 45 minutes ago, an hour ago, but I've been filming this traffic warden who is an incredibly, incredibly racist traffic warden, right? I don't, listen, at the end of the day, I don't mind saying his nationality and all the rest of it. He is of African origin and he has got a proper chip on his shoulder. And it's literally because I filmed him before, but he's going out of his way now to target me and ticket me. Oh my days, look at that poxy traffic, man. Oh, mamma mia. Oh man, anyway, it is what it is. I will get there when I get there. So this traffic warden, where I live, it's one of those tiny little quiet, like London back streets, okay, very quiet, and everybody quite simply parks outside their house. You know, your neighbours will even go, look, I've got visitors coming, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully I don't take up your spaces. Look, it's a free-for-all. It's first come, first served. That's it. It is what it is, right? But because they built a school which all the locals objected to, because the average age of the locals is like bloody 70, 80 years of age, right? So they all objected to this school being built anyway. But when the school was built, they double yellow lined everywhere. So they've now double yellow lined. So what all the locals have done now is they're just parked and they're just, right. So this one traffic warden, he goes out of his way, he turns up in his car, and I've filmed him on a number of occasions now, but today I filmed him. I've got mothers illegally parked behind me. Now this is my van, this is my camper van. I've got mothers parked behind me, I've got vans, I've got everywhere, all parked. They're parked on the corners, they're parked on double yellow lines on the corner. Anyway, and I've gone to the guy, I've watched you walk, because I'm just walking Mally before getting in the car to come here. Hence why I'm stuck in all this shit traffic now, right? So anyway, sorry guys, it seems like every time you guys like log into, I use this time for me going to the protest, for me to have my rank, get it all off my chest, so when I get to that protest, I'm good, man. It's all about the protest, it's all about the illegal immigrants and stuff. Anyway, so I've watched this car pull up, he's got out and I've gone, there's that traffic warden. He's ignored everybody parked on double yellow lines. These are all the mothers, parents, sorry, let's call them parents. No, bollocks, it's all the mothers, right? These are all the... Now, this idiot on the and wants to go over there. What an absolute plank twat, honestly. So he's ignored all the mothers, right, that are also parked on yellow lines, double yellow lines. I mean, to be fair, it's the only place you can park. I mean, they've put up this school and then made it so you can't park, can't come pick your kids up and all the rest of it. So me, I would have dropped, knowing what I know about Reese now, I would have dropped him off at school and said, I can't park, can't pick him up. He'll still be in school now, being looked after. Anyway, that's me being a little bit evil, but poor old Reese, he ain't done nothing wrong, has he? Not half. Anyway, and I'm filming this traffic warden walk straight up to my van. He's just about to put a ticket on it. I shit you not, he's got this ticket ready from being in the car. And he's gone to slap it on my van, and I've gone, mate. I've jumped out and I've gone, mate, I've just filmed you coming from your car. You have now a bit wobbly, I apologise. I get traffic tickets, parking tickets. Hope you're still there, people. If anyone in the comments could just let me know that you're still there, that I mean, I just see it come up, transmission unstable. I've just gone under call. Thank you so much, you're back. Right, where I'm heading to, I've got to go. Listen, going to these protests, they also cost me money. Like, you know, every time I go into the city, right, I've got to pay congestion charge if I drive, right? I refuse to pay ULEZ, so I'm not worried about that. I'm in a ULEZ compliant vehicle anyway, that don't matter. But like now, I've got to pay for going. Information come through on my phone saying that you've just. It's me paying. It absolutely grates me giving TfL money, right? But I refuse to pay them for ULEZ. That's another story. A lot of you will know me from ULEZ anyway, but I don't have to pay ULEZ in this car. But so anyway, that's it. I've got an ongoing fight now with this particular traffic warden. Now, when I say he's racist, right? So I filmed him before, and the things he said to me were brutal about my colour. About his colour, right? The things that he said, even his mate that was with him on that day was trying to drag him away to get him into his car. I swear this on my children's life, right? What I'm telling you is the gospel truth. He was saying some awful things to me. And I recorded it, and I was making a video of it. Yes, it did mean doxing myself, but I've done that anyway, and I couldn't give a monkey's uncle, right? I actually done it on purpose, but she's had to get me a new one. But so that was it. That was me traffic warning issues today. I wanted to be on the road, like I say, about 45 minutes ago, at least, and yeah, so now I'm stuck in awful traffic. The protest is supposed to start about 5:30. I ain't getting there till roughly like 20 to 6. What time? Hold on. No, 10 to 6. So let's call it 6 o'clock. Right, I'm a bit gutted. I like getting to these places early, but it ain't happening today. But I got myself a couple of prawn sandwiches from the shop anyway. Ah, you eating pie mash? Hey mate, I've got you. Listen, one person's benefiting from my from the fact that I've got a knackered bloody laptop. One of you in the comments at the moment is getting my laptop screen, which is perfectly He's got a laptop that works, but his screen doesn't work. I've got a laptop that the screen works, but the bloody laptop doesn't work. So he's having my screen. No, I got a couple of sandwiches. I didn't get me Red Bull today, unfortunately, because Chucky was in Aldi's whilst I asked her if she could pick me up a meal deal. She said I'll get whatever I can that's available in Aldi's, and we got me a Dark Thunder. A Dark Thunder. What is Dark Thunder? I don't know, but hopefully it doesn't reciprocate. I hope that ain't talking about my arse. Dark Thunder. There you go. I'll be drinking that before, and I'll be eating my sandwich before. So that's it, guys. That's what's been going on. I'm now stuck in horrendous traffic. I've got 35 miles to go, and it's saying an hour and 20 minutes. All because of a nasty, manipulative, no, not manipulative, I don't know, manipulative ain't the right word, sorry, wrong word. He's certainly a racist. The things that he has said to me, the guy is a out and out racist. And when he realised I was recording, this is the first time, when he realised I was recording, right, he was like this fight or flight. He had this fight or flight attitude, and he chose to fight. He chose to double down on the things he was saying, like, I'm a tough man. And I went, mate, carry on, because you're going to lose your job. His mate got out of the car. Another traffic warden was dragging him into the car, telling him to shut up. I kid you not. When I showed Chucky this footage, she came down because she could hear the commotion. She came out, she could hear the commotion. Right? I'm behind the chat. How do I do that? How do I move it? I'll tell you what, I'm going to change, swap me over. Flip. There you go. There you go. I flipped the front facing screen so I'm not stuck behind the chat anymore. I'm going to be going in a bit, right? Because I want you guys, listen, for roughly to be live from Chelmsford Civic Centre. They're doing a protest. This is Chelmsford Stand Up to Racism. They're doing a protest, and I'm going there in support of Wethersfield. Wethersfield, stop the buses. That's who I'm going there to support. And on some good news, I don't know if any of you have seen my community post. I'm going to be doing an interview soon, almost podcast style. I'm going to be doing an interview with Robert Wallace, the guy, the ex-army guy who I met at the Tommy Robinson Christmas Carol thing over at Whitehall in London. The guy that came out of the army, had nothing. Obviously, when you finish the army, unless you're way up there, the army don't give an absolute stuff about you, mum. Right? Another one of the statistics that were just tossed out there, spat out by our governments. They're all the same. They're all the same. All our governments are the bloody same. The way they treat our vets, right? So he's come out of the army. The guy ended up being a drug mule. He's been in prison in 5 different countries for packing drugs in his gut, which ended up having to be surgically removed, right? Just after Christmas, I'm going to be doing a full interview with him, like I say, podcast style, right? And we're going to hear about his full life, and I really hope you guys tune into that and support Robert Wallace by going and buying his book, right? You'll hear his story live, not live, however I do this podcast, it'll be recorded. You'll hear his story, but I urge you to support the man. This could be a way that this man could really, really proper make something of his life, right? And I hope to, you know, if there is a God up there, or wherever he may be, I hope to God he really does. I hope this book is the thing that makes him. Right? You know, the book is an inch thick, at least, right? Just go and have a look at the community page, please, guys. I urge you to, and just have a look at the. Keep an eye on my community page now. I'm going to be using it quite a bit. I'm going to be using it. Keep you guys updated what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. Sometimes I won't be giving locations. Where's the book from? So I don't understand the question. Sorry, I'm not being funny. Like, where is the book from? I don't answer. Do you mean where can you buy it from? Right. If you go onto his website that's been created, robertwallace.com or whatever it is, the link's there. And I do believe Amazon are also selling the book. I believe so. I can't remember. But certainly if you follow the link, you'll see it is something like robertwallace.com. Good afternoon, old school Phil. That's correct, Big Low. The book is called Swallow Hell. Thank you very much. I'll wait. I won't eat that just yet. I'll wait, because I am going to end it. I hate talking with my mouth full. That's why I'm covering my mouth. That absolutely jars me, that does, when I see people doing that. So I apologise. I do actually have manners. Even though my mum booted me up in the time that I lived with my parents. Then I lived with my granddad, who raised me. There's a song there. Anyway, just going past Bexley Heath, still stuck in traffic. This traffic's going to be all the way on this A2, all the way to Dartford Tunnel. Rob T, I was thinking of writing a book, Out of the Dark into the Light. Listen, Rob, I'm going to be honest with you, right? Chucky, actually, I'm being brutally honest. I'm being honest with you. Chucky was looking into writing a book about the things that have happened to us. In great depth with regards to the respect I have for the police because of what has happened. A lot of it is down to Mali and how the police have protected grasses over protecting Chucky or myself, let's say. But I've briefly discussed that in the past, so I'm not even going to go there right now. But yeah. So Chucky started actually looking into, and I said, look, I've got to be honest with you. I think the things that have happened to us have been very interesting, but you got to speak to people that I wouldn't even know how to start writing a book. That's why you use writers. Unless you are that way inclined, of course. But I'll tell you now, right, Rob T, if you actually manage to get a book going, if you actually manage to get a book going, mate, right, I'd certainly, you know, like if you you know, let's say 2 years down the line and you achieved that, I'd give you all the support and publicity. If obviously, like Robert Wallace's story, his story to me is of true grit. I can just only possibly imagine. The man has been he has been imprisoned properly for being a drugs mule in 5 different countries since coming out of the army. Surgically operated on to have these drugs removed out of his we're not allowed to say drugs apparently on the live. I know you're not allowed to if you type it, you end up getting a slap on the wrist from these people. YouTube. Like saying certain other words. Yeah, there's no such thing as freedom of speech. Certainly not on YouTube, to a degree. Certainly not in the UK. We do not have freedom of speech at all. Anyway, that is it. Very soon I'm going to be approaching the turn off to go to Dartford Tunnel. Then I'll be sat in some, I mean, I'm looking at the sat nav, it's just a red line all the way from way back there to past that tunnel. I mean, the updated time it's given me is 5:53 before I get to, and that is just getting to the Civic Centre. I've then got to find a place to park up and get to, so you know, it might be like 6:15 by the time I get to the protest. I think I'm going to have to contact the person that's invited me to. It's one of the organisers of Wethersfield now. Wethersfield stop the buses. So yeah, there's something going on Saturday for them as well. So I've got a busy weekend coming up. I was before Christmas, so I'm hoping to do that, and if I can get a night out, I'm going to be filming that because that'll be interesting. I'm going to be having a night out camping out, and then Chucky announces she knows that basically come this summer we're going to be spending a lot of time on the water. I'm not going into it anymore. I'm not going to be talking about boats and stuff, but so and the van is not going to be getting used anymore. It's going to be going up for sale. So she said, shall we spend New Year in the van, go somewhere really nice and spend New Year in the van? I'm up for that. I'll do that. You know, I don't need to be in a house to spend our time. This traffic's horrendous, man. Thanks for that. The information there, Big Lol. Thanks for that, mate. About the car park at the back of the Civic Centre. I would imagine that's going to... Come on, go! Ah, the hell, you're off over the lane anyway. There we go. The course. Oh, my days, man. You're going to get hit. Now, if I'd have known you was going to drive like an absolute anus, I wouldn't have let you in. AMG, appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Truman Show. Yep, it's real. Yeah, man, this is the Truman Show. This is the PNLA. PNLA trying to escape. We're going to hit that wall soon. Well, I hope not. Hope not. Don't want to hit that wall, but we'll hit that big scenic wall, and there'll be a door and someone comes out and walks down the stairs and goes, "Oh, my friend, it's all been a lie." Angie, thank you so much. I'll tell you what, thank you, that's really nice. Get on there. I'll tell you guys, if you're into reading, right, I honestly, I would, please give this guy, you know, give this guy's book a chance, man. Yeah, if you're into reading, give this guy, man, speak English, boy. Give this guy's book a chance. And I mean, I'm gonna have read his book at least a couple of times before I have this interview with him, right? And this is going to be something I've never done before. And I've been on someone's podcast in the past. That was all to do with you, Les, guy that runs podcasts up in Yorkshire, and he was going to do it this. I'll tell you what, I'll actually come and visit you. And myself and Chucky, Chucky and Mally, we went camping off in the van, and we went and visited him, done the podcast, and that was all about you, Les. But it might be something I introduce. If it's popular, I'm pretty certain. I mean, do you know what? It'd be interesting to interview other well-known. I mean, I'll use the name auditors. Let's say auditors. We're moving. We're actually moving now. We're getting closer to the tunnel. Wow, man! I'm doing 40 miles an hour. Can you believe it? Yeah, I know I could get to interview some quite interesting people. Oh, come on, just pull in, man. Come on. You're getting, look, I'm flashing you. That means, come on. Oh, if only I had a camera pointing that way, you can see this. Twat. Right, anyway, right guys, like I said, I'm going to end the stream because I'm going to be going under the tunnel shortly, probably in about 5 minutes or so, and I'm certainly going to lose my signal then, okay? Right, but, yeah, please go and check out, at least have a look at Robert Wallace's site. And yeah, go and check out the link to his book. I'd really appreciate that. I don't know if it says, like, you know, if you can comment or whatever. I really don't know. But yeah, give the guy a chance. And I'm going to end it now because I want to have my sandwich, and I haven't got my watch on. I hate coming out without my watch on. I'll catch up with you. I'm going to be at the roughly for 6:15. I'm going to be going live at Chelmsford Civic Centre, where there is a stand up to, there is Chelmsford. Oh my God, look at the traffic there going over to the tunnel. Oh gee, do you know what, forget that. Ain't going to be 5 minutes, no way. I'll tell you what, we're going so slow now. or we've stopped, we're going to get parking tickets. Guys, if any of you know, I've just come, you'll know exactly where I'm at. I've just come off of the A2. I'm on the roundabout, the big main roundabout that now you the filter lane that takes you off up to the Dartford Tunnel. That's what I'm on. And now I'm in that slow journey to hell. But anyway, guys, thanks so much. 6 o'clock. Keep an eye out. I will see you live in Chelmsford at the Civic Centre. Thanks, guys. Catch you soon. Bye. I can't press the button. End.